Morning. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And here's Rory.
Good morning, St. Johnsbury Academy. Today is Wednesday, March 8th, and it's a white day. Student government will meet directly after school on Friday in Fuller Basement. Please see Mr. Ryan with any questions. The fan bus to Barrie to watch the Poetry Out Loud semifinal competition is headed out tomorrow, Thursday, at 8 a.m. If you haven't signed up yet, you must do so by the end of conference period today, and you must have a signed permission slip to come on the bus. Stop by Ranger 110 to pick one up from Mrs. McKenzie. Good luck tomorrow, Greer. You earned it. Congratulations. The Meditation Club will meet at 3:30 on Thursday this week in Newell Hall 10. We hope to see you there. There will be no writer's block tomorrow, as many of us will be on the bus to support Barrie to support Greer at the Poetry Out Loud semifinals. Writer's block will meet next Thursday, and all are welcome. MathCon is a computer-based national mathematics competition that is open to all students from 5th to 12th grade. Students who perform at a high level will be invited to the national finals in Chicago at the beginning of May. Each grade level is graded separately, so 9th graders are competing against other 9th graders from around the country. 4 years ago, St. Johnsbury had the 12th grade National MathCon champion. Tomorrow, the Math Club will be hosting the first round of MathCon in Severance 15 and Severance 19. Testing will begin at 3:45 and run until approximately 5 p.m. Bring your Chromebooks, laptops, or tablets, as this is a computer-based exam. Mr. Kinsella and Mr. Stapleford look forward to seeing you all for MathCon 2023, tomorrow in Severance at 3:45. Science Olympiad meets today in Streeter 241. Bring your event preparation materials. Anyone planning on entering the science fair? The fair is in 2 weeks, and entries are due this Friday, March 10th. Email questions to Mr. Eckel or stop by Streeter 241 today. Winter Carnival may have come and gone, but there's another chance for you to redeem yourself on the floor hockey court. This Friday after school, there will be a floor hockey tournament in the field house. With 5 players and $10, your team will be ready for the puck to drop. Sign up in Student Life today. Happy birthday today to Evan Daniel, Lynn Lee, Andrew North, and Aiden Thomas. And a special happy birthday to Layla Jackson from her advisory. A late happy birthday to Keegan Norrie from his advisory. Happy birthday. That's all, and have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Rory. I have a few late announcements. Dr. Montague's A block in South Church Study Hall, please report to the library balcony. So Dr. Montague's A block, South Church Study Hall, the library balcony. The Kingdom Blades beat Burton Academy 6-1 to advance to the D2 championship game on Thursday, and they need your support. We will be providing a fan bus to the game. For more information and to sign up, stop by Student Life in Colby Hall. Congratulations, Kingdom Blades. Nice work. Over break, the indoor track and field teams stayed busy as the boys competed at the Ocean Breeze Elite Invitational on Staten Island, New York. Andrew Thornton Sherman placed second in the 800 meter. The 4x200 relay of Andrew Bugby, Jaden Beardsley, Andrew and Wilder Thomas placed 9th, and the 4x400 with Ryan Callahan placed 7th. At the New England Championships at the Reggie Lewis Center in Boston, Willa Kantrowitz placed 22nd in the 600, and Wisteria Franklin placed 26 in the 1,000. The 4x400 relay of Willa, Wisteria, Peyton Coulter, and Addison Greenwood placed 22nd. Andrew Thornton Sherman placed 4th in the 600 with a new school record. Jaden Beardsley was the top Vermont finisher in the 55 meter. Andrew Bugby ran to a personal best in the 300, and all 3 relay teams were the top Vermont finishers in the competition. Nice work, track. So welcome back, St. Johnsbury Academy, from your winter breaks. Well, it appears that winter returned while we were gone. Don't let this fool you. We are actually headed for a season of renewal, when everything that happens seems to have the word spring in front of it. Spring sports, spring musical, spring concert, spring break, spring capstone day, and spring day. So more spring to come. I want to congratulate all of our teams who played their hearts out while we were away and had some amazing seasons. And also congratulate the team that did incredibly well at the Model UN competition at Harvard over the break. Some gold medals there. So for the past 10 days, I've been traveling to visit SJA alumni who are most curious about what's happening here on campus and eager to hear what you all are up to. I've told them some stories about victories and moments of pride, and championships and awards, performances and plays. I told them about how hard you're working and how hard your teachers are working to help you succeed in a challenging time. I told them as each of you brings such diverse points of view, you help each other see the world more clearly and with more empathy. I was talking with alumni from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. I learned that there are things that they experienced here, some of those are in the room, by the way, that you continue to experience, such as this very ritual that we're currently engaged in here in chapel. They've all had chapel. It's something that's been part of the school life of every student here at the Academy for at least 70 years and probably longer. I would love to see a study or a project about chapel through the years. I think we would see how important it's been to the building of this community and sustaining the school's culture. So there's a little challenge for some researcher out there. So all in all, I was able to speak with 120 alumni in 4 different cities. And one thing they were universally eager to hear about was the set of legislative challenges that we've been facing this winter. Some of you are aware of this, and some of you have asked me to explain what's going on, because it's out there in the air, your families have heard about it, so I'd like to tell you a little bit about it. So the Vermont legislature is bicameral, which means just as in the federal government, it consists of 2 chambers of Congress, the House of Representatives and the Senate. The Vermont Senate has 30 members, and the House has 150 members from the various counties and districts throughout the state. The job of the members of Congress is to propose laws, talk about these proposals, bills, and then if there's enough support for them, enact them into law. The hope is that the sponsors of the bills are responding to needs that they see in their districts and looking to solve problems by changing rules and regulations. So in early February, both the Senate and the House released bills whose purpose was to cut off funding to independent schools. If you don't know, St. Johnsbury Academy is an independent school, and most of the tuitions that we receive are from students funded by the state of Vermont. This is called public tuition. You may be aware that while we are an independent school, we also have a public mission to serve the youth of St. Johnsbury and surrounding towns in the absence of a public high school for this region. Linden Institute is another such independent school. So you might ask, why would the state want to stop funding our students? Have we or any other independent schools done something wrong? This is a complex set of questions without easy answers, but what's important to know is that we have not done anything wrong. In fact, the bills that are being proposed are not in response to anything that we have done. The reason being given for these bills is that the U.S. Supreme Court just made a ruling last summer that made it mandatory for any state that provides public tuition to students attending private or independent schools also to provide that tuition to schools that have religious missions or religious affiliation. So if Vermont is going to give you all tuition to attend St. Johnsbury Academy, they also have to give students tuition to attend a number of religious schools throughout the state. What is the problem with that, you might ask? Well, the problems cited range from separation of church and state to the possibility that religious missions might involve discrimination against some students or employees, particularly those in the LGBTQ community. So I hope it's clear to everyone under this roof that we at St. Johnsbury Academy do not tolerate any such discrimination. And quite the contrary, we work every day to counteract the discrimination that we see in the world around us. But the easy and uncomplicated way to make sure that no state money goes to religious schools would be to stop funding any independent schools. So that's what lawmakers have proposed. When we heard that, we started writing opinion pieces and letters, and then before break enlisted the help of the whole community, including your parents and teachers and alumni, to let those lawmakers know that this solution is like using a sledgehammer to tap in a nail. It disrupts a system that is incredibly important for families and students, for you here in the Northeast Kingdom, where there is no other high school for many in our surrounding towns, and we're a critical resource. So people have been using their voices, and it's had a tremendous impact. Last Friday, partly in response to the upswell of support for schools such as St. Johnsbury Academy and Linden Institute, the House Committee on Education shared the draft of a new bill, this time addressing the actual issue, fighting discrimination and making sure that schools receiving public dollars meet a high standard for equity and access. It looks like this new version of the bill will be much more reasonable. It will not destroy the schools that are so important to the community. That said, we're not done. The legislative session goes until May, and there's plenty of time for things to go differently. But I'm hopeful that we will land in a place where the right issues are being tackled. So I'll be communicating with everyone, employees and parents and alumni, in the next few days as we understand the implications of the new bill. In order to thank everyone who has written testimonies in support of our work. Some of your teachers have written absolutely beautiful testimonies of their own experience and their experiences with you. In the meantime, know that we're working hard to make sure we're doing the right things and that the state knows what we do and how we do it. The short version, in this moment, we're needing to defend our value and make sure that we can keep doing what we're doing to create opportunities for you. When I went to the Senate to testify in late January, and again in mid-February, I told legislators that I think our school is something of a miracle. And I'm convinced that it's because we are who we are. We have the history and traditions and capacity for evolution that we have, and that we're able to seize opportunities and tap into creativity that public schools might not be able to do as readily. And in this moment, I'm so grateful that we've risen to the occasion and written impassioned and compelling letters to the people who are poised to decide on these questions. So I want to thank you all who've contributed to that. So I've come back from talking with alumni energized by the conviction that we're doing great things and that we can be even better with the right support. I hope that's a helpful explanation. Please, if you have questions, come see me, see Mr. Beck in the Social Studies Department, who is a representative representing our area, or write in to me and I will try to address any questions in the future. So have a great Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back. Stay warm, keep the faith, and I'll see you on Friday. Faculty.